Yo, what's good? It's your boy Norbs, and this is the 10A podcast, and we are back. I know it was we had a little vacation. I was on vacation last week. We tried to get it going, but it's all good. But we are back right now, and there's a lot of news kicking this Friday morning. Oscar De La Hoya clapping at Crawford versus Canelo. KEYSHAWN Davis breaks his silence and apologizes. Pac-Man and Barrios with the Asian prices. We're gonna get into all of that after this. What's good, John? What's good? Happy Friday for everyone.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
¿Cómo está usted?
Bien, bien.
Working on my Spanish for my victory speech September 13th.
Yeah.
To all my people.
Okay. Yeah, explaining why your guy lost.
They be like, Crawford hit the floor. He was out. He lost memory for 12 weeks. That's what we're going to hear.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we're going to hear. I'm telling you right now. Me and Jamal have spoken behind the scenes about this. He doesn't want to go public about it. He does not want to go public about it, but this is what has been said behind the scenes with myself and Jamal. Okay. That's my guy. That's my guy. So Marty Brown TV was good. You got to let him know you changed the name of the podcast. Oh shit, I do. I got you. I'm working on all of that right now, Monty.
Oh, you changed the name of the podcast?
Oh yeah, on the stream. So when you see it on the actual YouTube, it'll say 10A podcast or on iTunes and stuff like that. Yes. For those that don't know, we are available on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere where you guys can listen. Make sure you guys tune in. And we're gonna continue to grow. But damn, there's a lot of news today, man. This one sticks out to me most. I'm gonna tell you right now. This one just dropped last night or yesterday morning, I think it was. And it was KEYSHAWN Davis giving us his apology finally after about a month, maybe month and a half. I don't know how long it's been. He says, for these past few weeks, I've redirected over my actions, and I apologize to everyone that I've affected. I let my supporters down, especially the youth that looked up to me. I will set a better example. Thanks to everyone that's still checking up on me. All love. And in the end, the truth will reveal itself.
Excuse me. So that's an apology?
Yeah. I'm going to let Christine start off with this one first. She is Mrs. Public Relations.
Oh, am I? No, the thing is this. He definitely, I think I don't know why the apology is coming out. I don't know if he's getting heat, if he's getting pressure, or if he is genuinely sorry. It's not for me to judge. The thing that personally is coming out, throws everything off, is the truth will come out. What truth? So is this AI that we saw, going backstage and doing what we did, or was that you? And what? I mean, what is the truth? I don't understand. What do you guys think? I mean, what truth can possibly come out?
We all pointed out yesterday. Like I said, I seen many comments. They pretty much they was okay with the the first better half of it until that last line. The truth will reveal itself. But it's like you said, like everything's on camera. It looks like a guy that basically was assaulted for having a victory over your brother.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. And then the fact that it took this long for it to come out, and then when it did come out, this is what we say.
Yeah.
I don't think it was his best look. It's not a good look at all. It's not a good look at all.
And Jamal, we know him. Like I've been around him for years. Was blessed enough to work with him on Team USA. He's a good kid. He's a little spoiled. He's a little cocky. I'm just gonna put it out there. And I don't know how hard it was for him to have to humble himself and then maybe have to add that at the end because I'm sorry because people are telling me to say it and I'm assuming, I'm speculating. And then
it'll be good what you're saying. Thanks for everyone that was still checking on me.
Yeah.
Shall return, whatever. That was that.
Right.
But it was that. But he put in the end in no caps. Truth will reveal itself. Like, I mean, the more I feel like it's one of those things. Even if there is whatever truth that he's trying to seek out, I think the more you keep revisiting that,
Right.
the more people's gonna bring back up why they're upset or
Yeah.
displeased with how you carry yourself. So I think it's one of those things where you apologize, you put it behind you, then you move forward. All that time, because
People
people,
will forgive and forget. They
yeah,
do it all the
because
time.
they're gonna be now. People will look for, well, if there's more to it, what else is there that we missed here? So now you still going back
Right.
to a nasty time, you know what I'm saying, in your career.
Are
Now
you
we
So
guys
gotta play
done?
Blue's Clues.
Are you guys done? This is a bullshit apology. Like let's be frank. Let's stop patting this kid on the head. He's a grown ass man that that act like a jerk off about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, whatever it was. Didn't take accountability. His brother came out and apologized for the team when everyone went there to see him. He's sitting there stuffing popcorn down his mouth like he doesn't care. Didn't care to make weight.
Oh yeah.
He even made a comment on it. Let's call it what it is. He's feeling the pressure from Top Rank. He wants to get paid. He didn't get paid at that event, and pretty much forced this apology. And you can see how genuine it was when he says, "And in the end, the truth will reveal itself." What's the truth, KEYSHAWN? Like, why do you have to? Why don't you just say, "I was an asshole. I acted out. I wasn't responsible"? What truth is to be seeked out? The fact
Yeah.
that you didn't make weight, was that Bomac's fault? Was that the camp's fault? Was that Top Rank's fault? That's all you, buddy. So what truth needs to be seeked out at this point?
Yeah, he's
I,
a grown
I,
ass man.
I just feel like it's an immature
Yeah.
statement by him. He could have did this weeks ago. I mean, how many sentences we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences. It took for basically about a week of sentence for him to put up. I'm not going to give him a pass on this. It was embarrassing. He should be ashamed of himself for even putting this bullshit out. And to end it with that, like if there's something deeper than what transpired, like if somebody else caused this, I don't take it as genuine. I take it as the fact that he's losing money and he's feeling the heat from his peers. I mean, that's how I take it. I'm sorry, Jamal. I know you know these guys, but if you would have put this out, I'd been upset at you.
I feel you, man.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He has
I
integrity.
think me personally, I would have said something a lot sooner. Whatever.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'd have probably said something maybe the next day or two. Honestly, and like people were saying, probably it should have like people were saying, well, everybody's picky. Like some people were saying he should have maybe put it on a video, or show some emotion or something else. But again, it's not the best apology. It's not a good apology at all. But hopefully you learn from it, just from the basically all the criticism that he's taken in the past couple of weeks or so. Hopefully he can learn from that at least, and think twice before he makes rational decisions going into the future.
Molly says that the boy messed up the event, the bag, and can't handle the pressure on his ass. Listen, guys, let's replay what transpired. After him not making weight, right? He shows up, what was it? He woke up at 137 pounds, right? Two pounds off the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Does what he does, misses the weight, disrespects his entire camp, who's been working with him the entire time. His camp doesn't get paid because he doesn't get paid.
Yeah,
he shows up to the event in his hometown of Virginia. Allen Iverson is there, Michael Vick's there. It's another homecoming to make this kid a star.
Yeah.
Doesn't make the weight, never apologizes to the people that bought tickets for him. Top Rank has to go and give back about 2,000 tickets. He shows up there, he's chugging down popcorn with a nice big chain on and hanging out, laughing it up. Never says anything to the people that lost money on travel or anything. There's nothing in there about this in there an apology.
No, there's not.
There's not. Doesn't apologize to Albright. How about that one? The guy you guys assaulted in the back. You didn't even apologize to him, his team, his family. How about your son for doing that in front of him?
Yeah, it takes a real big man, real big woman to say, you know what, I was a bitch, I fucked up. Yeah, I was an asshole, I fucked up. I apologize. I acted out of character. I let my emotions, take control. But if you can be a big enough man to do the shit that you did, then you need to be a big enough man to say, you know what, I fucked up. And like you asked Jamel, Jamel has so much integrity and we see it all the time. He can admit when he's wrong, and has.
And it's crazy because this is a guy that people really want to see win. He's not an enemy. He's not a bad guy. He's looked at as a goddamn hero to the sport. People want to see this kid win. And none of that is shown in this apology. It's terrible. I'm sorry. Like, where's your apology to Bob Arum? Where's your
Exactly.
apology to Top Rank?
Well, and I have a comment here. The city of Norfolk.
Yeah,
You know, the city of Norfolk is now questioning investing in boxing at all. The whole ordeal has basically caused boxing to lose the city as a boxing venue.
yeah.
Yeah,
Where's your apology to De Los Santos for him losing his opportunity to get a belt? AMW says,
Like I said, we've been said that also, Christine, but it's not just the city of Norfolk. It's about the company ever going back to Norfolk
absolutely.
now. You know what I mean? Do you think
Absolutely.
Top Rank was to go back to do anybody any favors? Let's be real.
No, exactly. With the favors of the brothers, like we talked about. Absolutely.
"Oh
That.
my God, the brothers they got signed because of Top Rank, because of you. They didn't want to sign the brothers. These are all things. I mean, look at AMW. I'm upset at KEYSHAWN. I went to school in the Norfolk in the Norfolk area, and I love the area. The city spent a lot of money to promote KEYSHAWN in this event. They got Mike Vick and Iverson to promote it, and,
That's true.
and,
That's
and
crazy.
nothing.
That's crazy. Like that's crazy. You got basically Hall of Famers out there, Hall of
Yeah,
Famers in their rifle sports out there.
Yeah,
legends,
With the, you know what I'm saying? Then they gave him listen. They make it Keyshawn Davis week or whatever.
yeah,
The city gave him a whole week. And
yeah. See,
it's
that is
crazy.
so disappointing.
it's disgusting.
Nah, like I said, like yeah, but now it is like like it was like usually like Top Rank, especially with Top Rank, and we see those on ESPN. They let you get up there with the broadcast team and you give your statement on what's going on. I don't think we got that. I don't think we got that. Like what happened?
No.
Like why we at least didn't make the weight? Usually they let you sit with Tim or Mark or somebody. You talk with them. They'll question you. Of course, they put you in the stand. I'm pretty sure they get the opportunity for him to speak to the people, especially in his own home city.
Yeah,
The fact that he didn't say anything. He just showed up, smiling. So as everything was all good. He's eating, like I say, eating popcorn, whatever.
yeah.
He believes that he's bigger than life. Like he's such a badass and he's so amazing that he can do anything that he wants to do, and we're still going to be okay with it. And that's bullshit.
AMW, I don't know how true it is. He said the city of Norfolk is now questioning investing in boxing at all. This whole ordeal has basically caused boxing to lose the city as a I mean, it's unfortunate because Norfolk.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Before I was saying that like he missed out on the bigger picture. You know, we haven't seen Norfolk in terms of the boxing scene since Canelo Whitaker.
Yeah,
and this is this is when I was just barely, barely walking type. You know what I'm saying? Pernell Whitaker was showcasing,
right?
You know what I'm saying, in the city of Norfolk, bringing the people out. He had the opportunity to do this because remember, like it's bad enough when people are crying, complaining about how boxing is going overseas and yada yada yada. So you already know Norfolk alone wasn't a hotbed for boxing as it is, but for them to basically bring back boxing, not only just for his his first title defense, his homecoming, and then they also included the whole family. Like I said before, Christine, pretty much the car was a B&B car. They even had Troy, everybody on the car. Like
where's the apology to his team too? Like you said, Norbs, they lost money. I mean, they went through this camp. They trained. They put the work in, and then at the end of the day, they get to see their guys sitting out there eating popcorn, and disrespecting them as well as everybody else.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put this out there, and like I said, it's not to put my guy on blast, but I know my brother Red Spikes alone.
Yep.
Red loves to train, but Red it takes a toll. I know it takes a toll on Red when he has to leave home for months on out. Cause I had these conversations. That's why when I used to get to camp, I used to always think about not only just Red, Eastside leaving his family, Bowman leaving his family. They leave. They said these guys put the same sacrifice as much as we do. Because we put the work doesn't mean these guys are making sacrifices. And I know for a fact they used to take a toll on Red. You know what I'm saying? Their bodies would go through it. You know what I'm saying? And he would still get up, from an appointment and still get to the gym and still packing up to go into Colorado Springs, wherever the camp may be at. For 6 to 8 weeks. So people don't, like I said, for me, I think about the other people say boxing is an individual sport. But you got to remember the people around you that make the sacrifices as well.
Absolutely.
To pack up from their families and leave with you. And then on top of that, for the most part, let's be real, Christine, as a trainer, most times the trainers and the team are putting in the money in.
Putting in the money, absolutely.
Putting in the money for these camps until the fighter gets paid
Exactly.
after fighting to,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, to reimburse every.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
I feel for them, man.
and I'm a KEYSHAWN fan. I'm disgusted at this. The fact that you didn't apologize to Bomac, Red Spikes, everyone that helped you get to this point.
Don't forget, Bomac, and like we said, we haven't gotten his apology. Don't forget Bomac and Bud. They apologized to Albright for the
Yeah.
incident.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
Right.
and my thing is this: you put 6 sentences together. You couldn't be a man and get on in front of a mic and apologize to your city. You have the access to any of these guys, to Ring Magazine, to anyone. You could have turned on a video. You could have did anything. This is the least genuine statement that I've ever seen, and coming from someone that really likes Keyshawn Davis. I mean, it's bad. This is bad PR. Where are the people around him that are supposed to help him make the right decision?
He's got good people around him. The thing is that that's probably why he did this apology, because they are pressuring him.
Shout out to Jessica. Jessica's good people. I know she's definitely
Yes.
I know how she.
The PR. Yeah. But and I'll say this too. What pisses me off as well is that, do you know how hard it is to finally make it to where you can fight in your city and you have everybody's attention and every superstar in your city come together to support you? I mean, Chicken's dream is to fight in Dallas, and we have not been able to make it happen because of money and persuasion and all of, there's so many factors, and he had the key handed to him. And he fumbled it. He fumbled the bag. He fumbled it.
I mean, my thing is just, it's just so crazy, bro. Like, everything was set for you to be the man. Everything was done for you. And granted, your talent got you.
That key to the city is bad luck. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They gave Diddy the key.
Ooh,
they gave Lil Durk the key.
Oh my.
Jeez.
They gave KEYSHAWN the key.
Stop handing out these kids.
Yo, I don't want the key to the city, yo.
I know that's right.
Listen, man. Not to keep bagging on him, man. And again, I like Keyshawn. He probably never come on this show because of what we're saying. We're not like other podcasts. We're not going to kiss your ass.
He doesn't really do interviews. He doesn't really do stuff like that.
Yeah, listen, I've seen him many a times.
Yeah, look at it too. Everything that leads up to your fight and you miss the weight, that's what really kills you. Because you remember, I seen people criticizing him for being out there for the Fatal Fury card, out there dancing and doing whatever, and then it was like, yo, you should have been at the gym making weight. You know
I remember he was saying, we're the stars of this. We're the biggest names in boxing.
And I ain't gonna. I'm not trying to. Like I said again, this is just me personally. Yeah. I remember like Bo McInnes to try to just get me out the house during the weekends because like my whole focus was always train. Like I never like to like I don't like when I go to camp. When I go to camp, I really just focus on just solely in camp, where and just being around the team the entire camp. That was just me. So like I didn't really go out. If I ever, unless I had to be somewhere for like a promo or whatever. I didn't really go out nowhere in terms of when I was in training camp. When like I said, I was saying, Christine, with Bo Mac used to always be like, Mel, go out sometime, breathe, get out. But for me, I used to always be so locked in training camp, like, no, I'm good right here, but I just want to rest. My body needs rest. But I wasn't out there at events. I wasn't showing out. I wasn't, like I said, let's have to be at a top ranked promo or whatever. I really didn't care to be out.
I love when boxers like yourself, they're so gracious to the fans and to the public because they know, especially with social media, everybody's watching you.
Oh yeah.
And you're showing them, hey, y'all are putting money into me. Y'all are paying to see me fight. I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. I'm in here training. I'm locked in. To me, that's the way it should be.
But you know what's crazy too? How about potential sponsors that want to? How about a Nike? A lot of these pro athletes don't get these opportunities, and this incident alone kind of shows them like, yo, if something were to happen, if we needed to speak on his, or he needed to speak on our behalf, how can I trust this man? And I think I don't think he understands how big of a mess up this was.
It is big.
Hold on, Alexander says Pernell and Buddy McGregor's second fight was in Norfolk. And they sold out with 9,500. This is an area that loves boxing. but then KEYSHAWN does his nonsense. Where is the decision-making process at? I mean, you can't argue with the fans.
No.
Shout out to Cano. I'm not sure who this PJ is. PJ, she doesn't like me, but shout out to her.
PJ, hey mama.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest, guys. I know I don't want to sound like a bitter person, but that is what it is. Is this the Herring Show? Asking for a friend. Damn.
Cano, actually, Norbs was going to change the name to the Christine Show. Is that
No,
okay?
that's on Wednesdays. It's called the Christine
Show. Yeah, I just got to make sure. I just got to make sure my partner doesn't like come on the same time I do, and just kind of like
It's called Wednesdays. It's called the Angry Girl Show. Mean Girls.
Oh, is that what it is?
But
hey, let me ask you a question on the topic though. Well, even on the topic of boxing, what do y'all think of Deontay Wilder's return?
Oh, Lord.
I was gonna put that up. You know what? Since you want to skip topics, let's just go to that.
I mean, we just
125 and 1/2 pounds for the former heavyweight world champion. Again, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that's that. And then there's this. They also had. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Where the hell did I put it? This is wrong. Here it is.
We'll see tomorrow how everything go. I think y'all.
You already showed me what you want to show me. You didn't even wait. Ain't no call yourself professional.
I'm gonna tell you what.
I think we got one last question.
We'll take that off. So,
hey, go back today, yo. He was bothered.
Oh, he was mad. He was mad as hell.
He was bothered.
But I mean, look at Deontay Wilder. He's kind of sitting there like, is this really my life right now?
Hey, boxing right now, it's unprofessionalism. Like, and there's another card with Jose Benavidez. 4 individuals pop for some shit.
Yeah, speaking of Benavidez camp, sorry. Yeah, continue.
So you're asking what we think about Deontay coming back? Yeah. Can I just say that I have never. He's done a lot of things. He went to the Olympics. He got his bronze medals. Not taking anything away from him. I've never been a huge fan. Finally someone figured out, hey, I'm not going to stand in front of your right hand, and then you won't win. You won't beat me. You won't knock me out. Yeah. I've never thought he had a lot of skills. He's strong. He's athletic. Great. It didn't matter what trainer was training him. I'm not excited about this. And then I'm hearing.
I think it did, though, Coach. And I said it because they say he just left his Malik.
Yeah, like this week.
I think to a certain degree, he had the natural because he started at 19 years old. Started in boxing at 19.
Yeah.
Late start. Accomplished so much. I agree, and like I said, you gave him his credit, and I heard you give him his credit for that. Yeah. Like you give him his credit for his power, athleticism. Yeah. But I still think, to a degree, you need a trainer. And
you need a trainer. You don't
need somebody I listen to.
You don't need a porn star actor. Like maybe he wanted him to do shows. Maybe he wanted him to say, "Hey,
porn star actor."
What? You see his stuff? I see more videos of him and his wife than training videos of him and Deontay.
He got a new. He married. Jesus. He got somebody else now. He married the girl from.
Wait. He got somebody else now? Oh yeah.
He married the girl from the UK now.
We're not going to skip that. We're not going to skip that. His trainer's a porn star.
Well, he did some soft porn with his ex-girl on Instagram, and that was all his feed.
The fact that is insane.
It was all on the feed. Everybody know. Everybody. I got bounce for Christine. Everybody, because like I said, you seen more. You seen more of that than hitting pads with Deontay.
I knew this man too well. I didn't want to know him that well.
Oh my God! So basically, he's working his way into a career in porn because clearly the press conference looked like it was shot in a public school auditorium. This is how the mighty have fallen. Like I sat there, and I was
boxing. But this is what boxing is at though right now. It just especially stateside too. If you're not with if you're not with a big major backing promoter.
It is what it is.
But this is why I be stressing to my own friends like, listen, when opportunities come, you got to take advantage of the opportunities.
The thing that concerns me is that Deontay's team is trying to work out a 2-fight deal with AJ. That whenever AJ's elbow's done, I know Jake Paul has AJ's name in his mouth. So does Deontay. They want to fight in Vegas and they want to fight in the UK too. And I'm like, okay, AJ and Deontay. Like I've said this before, let's get together. We can sell cologne.
Oh,
We can sell socks, underwear.
No,
don't
but
care
I feel where
for
she's
them.
coming from because it's crazy.
yeah.
I hate it in the sport of boxing is where when guys are pretty much at the very end of their careers, now this guy and that guy who asked for the last decade so to come together and make that super fight. Now y'all want to come together and make these fights that nobody really cares to see anymore.
Deontay couldn't find his pin. Remember the last time?
Everybody was too big for this one or that one. Everybody was too good. Everybody was doing good just by themselves. Now that they see the position they're in terms of boxing, where people don't really care to see him anymore. Now all of a sudden, we need this fight's been long enough. We need to make this fight. I'm not waiting for no more either. But I mean, I guess like Kevin Fury is retired, but we should have got AJ and Fury as well.
Exactly.
Too many egos messing for the boxing until it's time to get paid, to really get paid, to look for that last big payday. Now these guys want to come together and start making these. I can't even call them mega fights, super fights anymore because they're not.
But you know what? This is such a great example for these young boxers today. Like KEYSHAWN, there's going to be a day when nobody wants to see you. You're going to be begging to get these fights that everybody wanted you to fight in your early career and in the early stages. Because this is just such an example on it.
Prime example.
Shout out to PJ. I didn't know I blocked you, but I unblocked you.
You better unblock her.
Okay. I don't know her Instagram, but Twitter. But let me say this. I mean, I'd rather see him fight Charlie Zelenoff in a rematch than AJ. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see Deontay fight anymore. Sometimes you just got to know when to let it go. Your last fight, we didn't know what the hell was going on. You did a 360 in the middle of the ring, turned around. You look lost. Is it financials? Is it pride? I don't know, but what I will
it could be both. A lot of fighters is hard to work from their spotlight, especially when they were on top of the world at one point. It's very hard to work from their spotlight. It's very hard to walk away from it. So I can understand that being a reason too. They say he's trying to, because like Christine just pointed out, now you want to make these big fights that's going to draw attention and crowds. Like you say, you want to go to the UK or you want to go to Vegas, whatever, so forth.
Yeah.
UK doesn't want to see Wilder.
Fighting Joshua, so it can be it's both money. It's a person. We're in the business of prize fighting. They're not talking about. If he's not talking about becoming a world champion again, he's mainly focused on making the biggest fights. Are going to bring the biggest paydays and the biggest.
Exactly.
They were the biggest
guy like Joshua.
Nobody wants to see him anymore. It's done. It's over with.
You know what I think too, and Jamel, you tell me what you think, because I'm not a fighter, obviously, but so you see these young cats coming up. Like right now, who's in the pool for the greatest American heavyweight? Okay, we got some new guys coming out. We got some that are we're not sure about. What are they gonna do? So you got Deontay sitting at home saying, "Man, I could beat any of these guys. I could beat
stateside, yeah."
And so I think that's part of it too. He's sitting back like, "Man, put me back in the game."
Stateside, yeah. Stateside, a lot of these guys are in my opinion, are undersized heavyweight. Deontay Wilder's not the typical frame as a heavyweight boxer. You know what I mean?
Era, yeah.
A lot of these guys are like 5'9", 5'10" heavyweights.
I mean,
or you got guys who just not hungry. You just got guys who aren't hungry. They don't have don't have the appetite for boxing over here in state. Most of these guys that we worry about are Europeans.
Yeah,
East Euros.
Yes. The heyday of the American heavyweight ended in the late 90s. I'm sorry, guys. It's 25 years later. Deontay Wilder, your heyday ended at Tyson Fury 3. That was the last time we wanted to see you. And it's unfortunate because you can't seem to get over it. And we don't want to see him get hurt. I like Deontay Wilder. We don't want to see you versus AJ anymore. That ship has sailed. We'd rather see you do some commentating. Anything else but boxing.
I mean, maybe not commentating either.
So you rather see him in the movies because they're saying you know the name of those movies.
He can just stand there with a box of cologne.
Oh wow!
Or hold socks up.
That's bad. I at least gave him a good job. You gave him the bootlegger in New York City.
But I mean, but we have to listen. I'm sorry.
Ain't nothing wrong with selling cologne.
Nothing at all.
Crazy.
If it pays sponsorship, they're gonna pay you.
There
crazy. You go.
They said Richard Torres Jr.
But Richard's my guy. But it's the progress. The progress training is slow right now. It's still slow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's like Rich fights, and then Rich is gone, and it's like you don't hear about Rich until it's like they try to give a whole bunch of promo during the fight week around.
Yeah.
You know, the activities that Rich may do if he's jumping out of planes or whatever. Yeah. But they only focus on that when it comes to fight week. Fight week, they put a package together, and then you see it, and it's like, but who's he fighting? Who's he fighting again?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know he puts out a lot of TikToks and a lot of videos and stuff like that to keep himself relevant.
Yeah, please promote himself.
But you know, and I like Richard. He's a nice kid. But you know, and then look what's going on with Jared Anderson. We don't know, right?
Done.
We don't know.
We don't have. I have no idea what's going on with Jared.
Done. He's done. Just keep it real. He's done. Why are we even? He's done. It's over. Well, Jared Anderson blew a shot. They don't even believe him anymore.
I mean, I mean, you know, we talked to his coach. He's great, and he says he's not done, and we'll see. But I have my money on Joshua Rocket Edwards. I have my money on him. He is going to be that guy. Mark my words.
So PJ says, come on now. We see a non-boxer, Jake the Snake Paul, that continues to get views. Jake has charisma. He has a following. He does things outside of boxing. Deontay Wilder's biggest social media moment outside of boxing was Charlie Zelenoff. Let's be real. He doesn't have that type of charisma.
You know, and the thing about Jake Paul.
And the interview to this day.
Yeah.
The thing about Jake Paul is that he had a following before even boxing.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
That's where it came from. And he put new eyes in boxing. A lot of people don't like him as a boxer, and that's fine. And someone even said he's not a real boxer. No, he is a real boxer. He goes to the gym. He trains. He's registered. He's not. I was talking to a Base the Kid yesterday, and he's like, yeah, he's not just a social media boxer or whatever. He is a boxer.
No, he's gotten better. I was good. He's gotten better. He's going to categorize in terms of contenders and elite. Okay, that's a different story. But in terms of we've seen guys from Tijuana that's had lesser skill than Jake Paul and can still be considered still boxers.
He is in the gym. He's putting in the work, so I respect him for that. But I so much more respect him for using that platform of his boxing and his following for the women. So I don't have anything to say.
I'm not a hater on she said I sound like a hater. I'm not a hater on him. I'm a realist. He's done. He's absolutely done. They sat there and put him in a cafeteria. They were still serving lunch to the summer school kids that failed off during the school. They were making noise in the background. It was absolutely horrendous. He is done. Put a fork in him.
And I'm not a hater either. I'm just not a fan. You know, it was so funny because I talked about this the other day too. It's like our boxers and our boxing fans are so sensitive these days. It's like, oh, you didn't pick me in a fight. I'm going to block you on X. You don't like me. I don't like you. You know, it's like, really? No, I'm calling boxing. I'm using my boxing brain. This is what I believe. It's not personal. Personally, I'm not entertained by Wilder at all, period.
Jesus. I mean, it's hard to argue. The point, it's a good point. Listen, I get you guys. Some of you guys love Deontay Wilder. Somebody just said, Red Corner Boxing said, last time I saw Jared Anderson, he was over 300 pounds and was making rap videos. Yeah, I'm with him. I think he's done. Deontay Wilder's done. They should have a done card. Literally a done card. And just have those guys just make their last check and that's it. Why don't they go to bare knuckle fighting?
Final elimination, like you have a big tournament, and it's like once you're out, you're done. Final elimination, make the bag, and then you're done. Line them all up.
He said, "Get off Jake's nuts, Norbs." I'm not on Jake's nuts, but I respect what he's doing for boxing. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Yeah.
Jake is not a boxer, yes, but he's made more impact than a lot of these guys. I get it.
No, PJ. What I'm saying is he is registered with the commission. He is a professional boxer. He's in the gym training for fights. That makes him a boxer.
Whether you like it or not, he got a professional record. And oddly enough, we have heard rumors of him actually even getting, potentially getting ranked by major sanctioned bodies.
Yeah, to
basically make him eligible to fight for a damn world title.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you like it or not. He got the potential to fight for a world title. Especially, listen, if you go out there and say, if he knocks out Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., whether we care about what state Julio in,
Right.
You're gonna get that man. You don't be surprised to hear rumors of him, potentially fighting for a world title.
He's
By the end of the year or
he
the
wants
new year.
Anthony Joshua. He wants Tommy Fury, and he wants Canelo. He's putting the names on his resume, whether they're old or whether they're like coming out of the retirement home in a wheelchair, whatever. He's putting the names on his resume.
Listen, hate or love Jake Paul, he's adding to the sport. He's probably going to end up knocking out Julio Cesar Chavez, whether it's in real life. Hold on, let me finish. Whether it's in real life or he's taking a dive. I just feel like he's going to be stopped at the stool. Like,
he's not coming off the stool, just like he did with Danny Jacobs. He's not coming out off the stool. Watch.
So a technical knockout, and then
I'm still reading the story though. What's going on? Our fighters over here doing cocaine still and shit.
they're living in the 80s. They're living in the 80s.
That's what I say.
They're hanging out with my Uncle Chambo, snorting coke, dude, and that's what they're doing.
That booger sugar.
The booger sugar. I got so many uncles on the booger sugar, and then they graduate to dope. It's amazing. I should just put it up here. But I mean, what boxer got caught up doing coke now?
Well, there was a coach.
They said Jose Benavidez drug test revealed.
Come on,
cocaine.
Yeah,
first of all,
I heard about that.
First of all, and no disrespect to David Benavidez, I love David Benavidez.
David's my guy.
I love those guys, but they look like they're filming whenever I see them. Scarface too, so I'm not surprised. Same thing with the Vargas family. They look. I mean, listen, it is what it is. It's a Latin drug. We love it. If you live in Miami, you're probably doing coke. I'm just being honest.
They got Venezuela.
I don't think he should be suspended though. For doing coke.
Venezuela's Leonardo was issued a 1-year ban and a $2,400 fine when his post-fight urinalysis revealed the presence of an S1 anabolic steroid.
That's a difference. So wait, Benavidez got hit with the cocaine or with the
cocaine, cocaine.
It's like we're not.
So it wasn't a steroid.
No, yeah, but it was. It's a ban. We want to ban substances.
Cocaine is definitely banned. It's on the list, buddy.
Why? Yeah, you sure? Well, it's 2020. Y'all still doing cocaine out here? 2025.
Right. She's Hispanic. That's what we do. All right. I'm sorry.
Everybody comments on people still smoking crack too.
Shit,
that's what I'm saying. Smoking crack. We don't really do crack, but cocaine. Spanish drug. I'm sorry. Why are we suspending guys for doing coke? Jose Benavidez. Really? I apologize.
Can you imagine getting in the ring after doing a few lines, and you want to know why we're suspended? Are you kidding me?
No, listen,
it will numb you up.
I mean, you feel like a monster, literally.
You'd be wired.
How many lines of coke you've done? That's not. Listen, Christine.
I know. I just heard.
It's a party drug, man.
Really, man? Oh my God, it's a party drug, man.
It's a party drug, man.
I'm
not against Clarissa Shields smoking a blunt. I'm not against Benavidez.
Stop.
Oh, please, she's hanging out with all the rappers. She's smoking the heaviest shit in the world right now.
That's crazy, though.
Okay, PJ's about to get on you again.
Who cares?
Hit the line.
You should not be suspended for smoking weed or doing coke. I am sorry. Jose Benavidez, I am with you, brother. Listen, do another line. Do one for me. You should have been suspended.
But it cost him. It cost him though, bro.
But he shouldn't be. It shouldn't cost him. So guys getting less suspension.
Cost him a no contest.
Steroids.
But this is crazy. This is what I mean. This is the crazy part. Let's go. Okay, let's go into that though. Let's go into that, Christine.
No disrespect. Come on.
He got a 9-month suspension for cocaine. Right. We've seen fighters get a 6-month suspension for steroids.
That's a fact.
Something ain't adding up.
That's true. Something is not adding up. You dang
skip. Something ain't adding up. Unless you on that real super coke or whatever, when you just your tolerance of pain is out the window.
Right.
People are on roids are getting 6-month suspensions, which is mainly in today's boxing world. No, hold up, Norbs. If you're a world champion, most times you be lucky to get 1 fight per year. That suspension is most of the guys' rest period. Their rest period.
I'm with you guys. The crazy thing is that when you test for coke actually leaves your system in 3 days, right?
3 days.
So Jose Benavidez showed up to the weigh-in and did a line off his glove. That's the crazy shit.
Right.
But, I mean, oh my God, Jose. Listen, I'm with you, Jose. You're my guy. You know what I mean? I don't do coke, but
He's like, you're my guy. Let's party, bro.
let's party, bro. You know what I mean? But coke of all drugs, weed, you shouldn't be suspended for that type of stuff, all right? I'm just sorry. Anabolic steroids, and you guys are giving more time for a party drug than an actual enhancement. I'm not with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Free Benavides.
Who's making these rules?
Out of the Pal, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern.
No, what?
Oh, it's reverse. I'm sorry. 9 a.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Free Benavides. Free Benavides. That's all I'm going to say.
Give me a break. You know what? So Norbs,
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta break it up because I'm not being biased either. But my man Angel Ruiz, man, I think he got the worst. Mexican junior middleweight lost every round in the fifth round knockout. So basically, he risked he lost every round, got knocked out in the fifth round, and they say his team was cooperative until a couple weeks before the fight, whatever. So I guess they lost all communication. Then he popped for a steroid, for anabolic steroid.
Who are we talking about?
Then Angel Ruiz, and then he was handed. But then he was handed an 18-month suspension. So he's not coming back through July 31st, 2026.
Wow.
And was fined $5,000. So again. These rules are all over the place with these suspensions now, rightfully so. Steroid, 18 months. It should be that way.
It should be that way all around. But
all around the board. We got guys still steroid and it's 6 month suspension, and they're right back.
Yeah.
Right back in the next year, or whatever.
Much money to be lost.
They're not created equal. It's terrible. It's horrible. I mean, Ryan Garcia makes a shitload of money, gets a slap on the wrist. I mean, Canelo, fake, whatever.
That's crazy. You get knocked out. Like I said, he had to get the worst. He lost. He was losing every round.
He was on the wrong peds.
Yeah, he was losing every round. Gets knocked out in the fifth round. Yeah. Then gets hit for steroids. Gets another KO to his career with an 18-month suspension and a $5,000 fine, which is probably honestly. From looking where his record's at with 18-4, and for the guy that was 8-0, 7-9, you know the purses were low as it is. So he got hit. Y'all may think it was only $5,000. You understand though? It's not like he's making Canelo money.
No,
so you probably got maybe $1,500, if that on the purse. Well, I mean, $15,000 on the purse, and then got hit with a $5,000 fine, yo.
He needs to confront the pusher man because he was obviously giving him NyQuil.
Well, you got to remember too, the good shit costs. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Even with weed, you want to smoke garbage weed, you're gonna be spending low money. But if you want that good shit, you're gonna spend.
That was a regular time off for my man. It was 6 months off. Cycle it out.
I can't believe that, man. Wait till they test. Bomac, they're gonna definitely get him for smoking blood. That guy definitely smokes weed, man. I'm sorry. I think 90% of boxers.
Right now.
They do. I mean, listen.
Jamel, I'm throwing out.
No grown man eats Cheetos without smoking weed. I'm sorry. If they test him, he's testing positive. I'm sorry. This is what it is. Speaking of fights that nobody wants to see,
I'm gonna tune in, buy your tickets every the fight. So honestly, the ticket prices are pretty crazy. I was looking at the prices. I'm like, nah, that's rich Asian money that's gonna be in those seats.
Damn.
I'm like, man. I'm like, you know how hard it is for me to try to get like homies at most of my fights, let alone this one. Shut up! I told all my homies, don't even bother. Throw a barbecue, buy your tickets if we're going to the fight.
I love my guy Mario. Is my guy, but yo. Even though the tickets are high, it's not a good way to promote the fight. You still want people to come. I respect him for being real, but what if he ever heard a fighter and be like, "Yeah, I'm fighting this day, but them tickets high as I'm not gonna lie, them tickets high as hell right now.
I'm not worth it. I'm really not worth it. I don't know
I think what happened was he looked at what he's getting paid, then saw the ticket prices, and they were probably about the same thing, and was like, "Hold on, how much is they paying Manny right now?"
Let's not forget though, you're the world champion, but it's really still your event. we know Manny Pacquiao is the name, but at the same time, you're the world champion. Manny Pacquiao's coming from your world title, so it's still your event. You're still promoting your event.
I agree. Yes, that's funny. That's funny. Like
that's not his event. He just got invited to show up. It's not his event. Let's be honest. Barrios is
there.
It is.
But he brings something of value. What is he's not fighting Pacquiao just to fight Pacquiao.
He brings that
Pacquiao. He's bringing some hardware to that. Listen. They did the same shit with Frampton. Like everything was headline around Frampton in terms of him trying to go for another world title in the third weight class would be a history move for Ireland.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, at the same time, he still needs me in order to even achieve that type of dream, whatever, because I am still the champion bringing the hardware. So again, I didn't care about none of what they were saying about him. Like, at the same time, like, listen, I need that name on my resume. I'm pretty sure Mario don't matter. Like Norm said, like with Jake Paul, it don't matter how old these guys are on the resume. That name will always be on your resume for the rest of your for the rest of your life throughout history.
That's right.
So you got to promote it. It's still your event. You're still part of the headline. You're still part of the main event. But if you sit there and tell the fans, hey, his tickets is crazy though. So y'all can't make it. I understand.
I know his cousins and uncles are calling like, "Chigale cabrón, Jesus Christ,
no, they want free tickets. That's what family and friends do. They want those free tickets.
Yeah, I can't even get a ticket for the fight July 12th. I can't even get a ticket for the July fight from my co-host, so he can only.
Bro, I don't even get a ticket, bro. What are you talking about?
I told you I hold the spit bucket.
Hey, right? you wanna support? Buy a ticket, bro.
See what I'm saying, Jamal? I would never charge Christine. But hold on.
I would never charge you either. Personally, I'm not charging you.
I'm calling my friend Alicia Baumgartner.
Man, no, listen. Shut up. I told all my homies. I'm like, dude. I'm like, don't even bother. Like throw a barbecue like back at the crib and invite. Like, I know I'm not supposed to be saying this because I'm supposed to be like selling tickets or whatever. But yeah, no.
We definitely did some coke before this interview.
No.
I mean, he's definitely not going to get no bonuses from the promoter. I'll tell you that. That I'll say. I mean, is the fight selling? I don't know. I mean, I've heard there's been.
Well, it's not now. Everybody's gonna have a barbecue.
Luckily, he probably has a following of like 4,000 people. But
that's crazy.
I mean, no, it is bad.
He said exactly what I'm saying. I'm not supposed to be saying this, but go ahead.
That's your boy. That's your boy. That's your people. Okay, that's you guys. Okay, Manny's not selling. Barrios goes and does that. That was wild. I don't want to see the fight. I'm going to watch it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, but Zach, you're going to watch it though. You don't want to see, but you're going to watch it. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see Wilder. I'm going to watch it though.
I'm saying, doesn't matter.
I don't want to see Junior in there either, Chavez Jr., but I'm going to watch it.
I'm more likely to watch Junior than I am to watch Deontay.
I'm gonna watch it because I like to see the progression of Jake Paul. I don't count the last fight. Last fight was 2-minute rounds and 69 gloves. I don't count that.
Honestly, I
didn't care about that. That could have been an exhibition fight I cared about. But in terms of at least Tyson was but Tyson was like 30, 40 years past his prime with the Jake Paul shit.
30, 40?
Yeah.
Past the prime.
I'll tell you this. What I do find intriguing is Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. going to do coke before he comes in the ring? And his father yelling at him from the sideline. That's the only thing I find exciting. But I definitely believe if they do drug testing, he's going to fail. He's going to be high on his mind. And that's the only intriguing thing. Deontay Wilder fight, I don't even care. I don't even know who he's fighting, to be honest.
He's fighting a guy that Richard Torres knocked out. I forgot his name.
Yeah. Hold on. Speaking of this.
Baby boy at home, it's going to be his first time watching my fight, so, I got a lot at stake for me. So, man, I'll be victorious.
What makes you laugh?
No, he said the baby boy will be watching him. I'm like, I'm just happy the child, I love kids, but I'm just happy the child young enough not to be able to understand what's going to happen. That's just, because I don't want his son to be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be one of his son's favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? So.
Schofield versus Tevin Farmer. It goes on that undercard. We finally get to see Schofield show up to the fight. He might not have hopefully he doesn't get a stomach ache and ends up in the hospital, just like the Shakur fight. Well, are we excited to see Kid Schofield back?
No, I'm actually excited to see what Tevin can do in there to test the kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't know. And yesterday, I believe that face off. It seemed like Tevin kind of punked him a bit, man. Like he pushed him back. He flexed in front of him. He Tevin was going in on him, and it's like Schofield had like no answer. I guess that's why Schofield Senior always has to step in and speak up for him because Junior definitely had no hand. He's
not used to speaking. His dad,
but it's not just the speaking part. It was just the energy. Like the energy just wasn't there for me. Like he was kind of doubtful in there. Like a little timid of Tevin's presence. Even right there, like you're not gonna sit there and say to me, "Oh, it's a good thing your son is young enough to know what's gonna happen to you." Like, oh, what were you trying to say, bro?
And like, I want to be one of his favorite fighters. The thing is, Farmer, he's like, I've been here, baby. I've been here, child.
Yeah, like you're supposed to.
I think the most alarming thing that I witnessed in all of that is the fact that his father didn't speak. Have they put a muzzle on Mr. Schofield? Have they said, you know what? Why don't you've created enough damage? Let the kid talk. Let him hold his own. Is that a possibility? That's what I got out of that. I expect Schofield to win the fight.
I mean, listen, if he was at that table, like I said, it's called a face-off. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not,
so he probably.
No, but even throughout
but at the same time, trust and believe. You can't put a muzzle. You can't put a muzzle on these fathers. He'll get on. If anything, he'll get back on his son's account. On his son's account.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put a video out and whatever and so forth and do whatever from there anyway. But his father, like I said, you can't keep that man quiet.
You know, and I really
He's been rather quiet though.
I like Kid Austin. He is such a good kid. He really is. I've interviewed him twice, and I think he might have said 2 words. His dad took over the whole video, the whole interview, and I'm like, with all due respect.
You know what Kid Austin reminds me of? Remember the Power Rangers? The one black guy that they had? That's what he reminds me of. I don't know why.
Zach?
I don't know why either.
Zach?
He reminds me of him. I don't know why.
Come on, Zach. Yeah, somebody pull up Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about how he looks, his face?
Yes, just his everything. Just reminds me.
I thought you meant like his position on the Power Rangers.
I never really watched the Power Rangers, but that's what he reminds me of. Like his whole mannerisms. But I don't want to end it on this, but I have to bring this up. I look forward to this every Thursday, okay? And I got to bring on, clap back.
Week again, time for the only segment that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursday. So the ridiculous promotion of Canelo Crawford has given me lots of good ammunition.
Get some, baby!
First, let's take it back to last week when this photo was taken of Canelo and Crawford having dinner together. Like they're best friends.
I love you, man.
Like they were family friends. I mean, can you imagine Muhammad Ali or like Joe Frazier having dinner together? What? Can you imagine Mike Tyson and Mitch Green before a brawl?
Hey.
What the fuck? No boxing fan wants to see 2 fighters having dinner together.
We could have a dinner on Wednesday night.
We want bad blood. We want anticipation. We want to feel like an actual war is about to happen.
Stop it right there. Right off the rip, he's ripping right into this fight. We all know he's not a part of it. He did say at one point he would have worked with Dana. But he does have some valid points. They had the Last Supper for Terence Crawford.
No. Let's speak. Go ahead.
They had the Last Supper for Terence Crawford. It does look staged when Terence shoved him, and then Bomac went crazy.
We're not gonna do this. I was cool. I was cool when you was taking everybody respectfully taking the digs at dinner because we don't ever see this in boxing. So I get when people were taking the digs with the dinner, but it turned out when it got to the press conference. But then now you want to say it was staged. Y'all gotta quit. Man.
No.
But ain't doing shit just for entertainment value. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I think
he don't care for that. It was hard. It's hard enough to even get him up for promo as it is.
Exactly.
I mean, listen.
Let alone you want to get him up there for promo and then put on an act like nah.
He's not trying to be an actor at all. That's not his thing.
He's not handsome enough. He's not handsome like a Canelo.
Well, somebody thinks he's handsome. He has a bunch of kids.
We're not gonna speak on that. I respect the man; he's a good father. We're gonna continue. Hold on.
Not fucking caviar and champagne together while they're staging their trilogy. Jesus Christ! Alright, so after their dinner date together, Canelo and Crawford said on the press tour that I think started in Riyadh, New York, and Vegas. So here's a clip of their shit talking.
I'm very excited for this fight. We'll see. We'll see.
That's lame, right? Oh, and Canelo elaborated on his career plans.
Maybe you will see me in the WWE.
Okay, great, Canelo, but please first, before you fight The Undertaker, can you please fight David Benavidez? No. And here's the moment where the script told them to shove each other. I mean, come on. Anybody else not buying this drama?
Nobody got time for
and
that.
Crawford, if you want to actually make Canelo mad, just tell the truth about him and his tainted meat.
And Canelo failed 2 drug tests.
And when asked what time the fight will take place,
I don't. Oh, let's stop it. Come on.
He won't stop there. He won't stop now. He won't.
No, it's hilarious. I think it's.
He don't want to stop now.
No, you want to keep it going?
He measured tainted meat. Now he won't stop.
No, I want to talk about it. It's hilarious. He's right. He should have brought up the tainted meat. I thought that would have been the selling point.
For what?
But whatever.
For
it's
what?
funny. You want to piss him off. You want to get him pissed.
Listen, Canelo, I'm sure I know he's for a fact. He still hits it to this day, and it's like, Bud don't give a fuck about that. Long as he knows that they coming in clean, they both getting tested, and he wants he wants Canelo at his best. No excuses, no rehydration clause, no nothing. That's all Bud cares about.
That's all he cares about. The thing is too is like it was not staged. Bud was walking him down like he's done. We saw him also put hands on Michael Coppinger. That's what he does. And so Canelo had to push him. That shit wasn't staged. None of it was. Them having dinner together. Also, the guys that you know, all the greats from the past, they weren't getting the money that these guys are making. You know what I'm saying? They weren't. So, you know, they want to, Uncle Turk wants to have a little dinner. Cool. I'm going to dinner. You know what I'm saying? You paying me. I'm going to dinner with you. Let's go.
Jamel, you have anything to say about that?
Nah, she had a good point. This guy wasn't making 100 million.
No. 200, you know
what I'm saying? It was out there. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, it was cool. It was cool to get a million was the goal line for a lot of these fighters back in the day. $1 million was the
facts.
Now these guys are making that just for walking into just for making
exactly
weight, getting on the scale. So I get it, but like I said again, it's unorthodox. We're not used to seeing it, but at the same time, that doesn't take away from the fact once these two get in the ring. All that buddy, whatever y'all want to stage,
right.
It's just gonna be real. Because listen,
right? No,
Canelo's not trying to lose to a smaller man.
No,
he feels offended. He feels that Turkey it has favoritism, which Turkey does. Obviously, Turkey
does, but that's okay.
Blood. And also,
Turkey a la Christine.
Bud being Bud,
okay.
Bud being Bud, he's not trying to go out there and take no loss to anybody. He don't care about the weight. He don't even care if it's a game of ping pong. Bud's not trying to take a loss to anybody and anything. So
he's only 70% sure.
They're both gonna show up. I think they're gonna bring their best performances that night. So I don't really care for what people say about the press conference.
I don't either.
As long as these two get in the ring in September, that's all that really matters to me.
And let's keep listening to Oscar clap back there, Jonah.
My good friend Turkey on the Sheik gave an answer that left everybody puzzled.
What are we looking at here?
I mean, I'm sorry, Turkey, but what did you say? So is the fight taking place in the afternoon?
Maybe not today.
Or is it taking place in the
Maybe
evening?
not tomorrow.
We just all want to know. Because if it's in the evening, that means Dana White will have to choose whether to be present at the UFC match in Texas or the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And when confronted about his plans, Dana White simply chose to be the Neanderthal that he is, dodging the question and calling me a douchebag. I mean, it's ironic coming from the guy who's a fucking walking billboard for affliction. I mean, we can all agree, if you look up the word douchebag, in the dictionary, Dana White's photo pops up. Dana went on to say he enjoys working with Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, but won't work with lunatics like De La Hoya and Bob Arum.
What do you think about? I mean, he continues to bag on Dana. I mean, what do you think?
He's a little salty. He's a little salty. He's like the boyfriend that got broken up with, and now he's salty over the new girlfriend. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
they all are though. Let's be honest. They all are like that. I'm never surprised when I see this. Like, I'm not nothing against Oscars because we seen Eddie Hearn do the same thing as well.
All of them. You're right.
If you're not invited to the dance and you're a promoter, and you're obviously as a promoter you're looking to make money.
Facts.
And you're not a part of an event. It could be one of the biggest events of the year. Of course, you're gonna feel some type of ways, especially when you feel like somebody that's undervalued is the one, you know what I'm saying, running the ship, which is basically Dana White. He doesn't believe that Dana White has a clue
what he's doing
in terms of promoting boxing. And then on top of that, not just that, he thinks that Dana White should probably going to be conflicted because he has his own obligation with the same exact night with what he's accustomed doing, which is MMA, UFC. So of course. When you feel like a guy who feel like he's got his just due and put his time into at least promoting the sport of boxing, and he knows boxing, and he's not a part of it in any way. Of course, he's gonna feel some way about it.
And Oscar cannot say that if he was part of this and he was invited to that dinner, he wouldn't have gone. He cannot say that he would have refused to go. I refuse to go. He would not. He wouldn't have. He would have been there if he was part of it and invited to the dinner. He would have been there.
Yeah. Biggest event in boxing, most important event in boxing.
You think he's gonna be there?
Yeah, listen, if he was promoting it, it'd be the biggest event in boxing, the most important fight of whole fighters' careers. They all do it.
He would let them eat sushi off of his body, okay? Listen, he would be there.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. Hold on. Let's keep it playing. Hold on. Let's keep it.
In other words, Bob and I know he's a joke and won't work with him. And I can only assume that Al Heyman feels the same way.
I hate him.
Oh, and Dana, you can call me anytime, brother. Because I have lots of great fighters to make great fights with. Oh, but shit, wait. You don't have any fighters. What? And for God's sake, dude. Man, get a big shirt. Fucking tight. Maybe some slacks. Get on blood pressure meds or something. Whatever you need to look and behave like a fucking human being.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, and you haven't built a star in the UFC in 5 years. Maybe do your job and stop jumping shit. Because the UFC is in billions in debt.
I'm rich, God!
And Dana, Canelo, fuck you.
Damn.
I love this.
Listen, man, you pick a occupation, man. Like he doesn't believe that Dana can promote boxing.
I agree.
And that Dana's struggling with his own flagship.
I agree.
We'll find. And honestly, truth be told, I think this card alone, let's be real, is gonna promote itself. Let's be real. I really don't care. I really not pay attention to that Dana White's promoting the card. I'm really just keeping up with. Okay, when the press conference come on? What time is the press conference? What's this and that? And I'm just a hardcore fan, so I'm already tied in with this fight just because of it being a hardcore boxing fan of the rip. So I don't really care about Dana White promoting it, but he has to promote it to the. I get it to the casual.
It's a non-issue.
Like this group is already an easy sell. We'll be tuned in.
But the thing is too, I can see and think about this, like in our own personal lives and our own jobs and things that we do. Like I can see where Oscar is upset because okay, we've been working our asses off at our gym, at our jobs and everything that we do. And then some new person from around the block comes and then they get handed something that you've been working for or working towards for so many years. I could see him being upset. I mean, in small aspects, it's happened in my career, in my life. And it's like, I've been fucking doing all this shit. And someone comes in, the new kid on the block, and it's like, here. So I get it. I get it.
No, I mean, look, he's definitely upset about it. I wonder if he's actually going to show up. I mean, I'm used to seeing Oscar ringside. I think he will be there. I'd like to see the interaction between him and Dana White finally. But, I mean, listen, it's just going to mess up Oscar's relationship with Turkey. Turkey's already came out and kind of taken a dig at Oscar. So we're going to see this war of promoters versus Turkey, see how it's going to pan out. Because that was their money man for the last 3 years.
Listen. I believe like Turkey. I know you mentioned he wanted. I think he wanted Michael Carpenter's Dementis to say Oscar's name at the first press conference, and then he addressed that. But like I said, they like down the road. I'm pretty sure they'll all work together again. So I don't really.
They have to.
Well, Al Heyman.
That's why I don't pay this no mind. I don't pay no mind. It's a cat fight.
Yeah, and Oscar has boxers. Like you said, Dana has nothing. Oscar does have some chips to play. Dana does not.
Well, I'll tell you this. Dana might not have a roster, but he does have Turkey Al-Asik, who has a lot of these guys under their thumb. So we're going to see how it transpires. I mean, we've also already seen Al Heyman's working with Turkey, so we're definitely going to see.
All these guys, listen, the main thing is a lot of these guys are kind of upset the way that boxing, again, the direction boxing is going. And pretty much one individual has a good stronghold on boxers boxing as a whole, because he's getting fighters from this promotional brand, this guy, you know what I'm saying? Now you see that PBC, Tyrant, Golden Boy are talking about all working together. We've asked for decades though, like, hey man, these guys actually brought the fights together and the fights that we wanted. You know, boxing probably would have been in a different state today if they would have did that 10, 15 years ago. Because you know, Christine, you know, Norbs.
Yep.
Everybody was complaining, you're on the wrong side of the street. You're on the wrong. Now your street ain't getting no type of traffic or facing no type of traffic on your street anymore, because everyone was too good to be working with this guy or that guy. Or this promoter was a snake, and that promoter. Now when everyone's backs against the wall because one man has a stronghold on boxing, now you start to see everybody crying and so forth and trying to make these alliances. But then again, how long would that last? Once they get back, I'm pretty sure once they get back on their feet or wherever they're comfortable at again, they'll disperse again with boxing.
Yeah, and until Uncle Perk picks up his ball and doesn't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, I'm looking forward to the fights. I love watching all this stuff. It gives us more things to talk about. I look forward for Thursdays with Oscar. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's a lot of boxing this weekend, so.
Boxing evolves like everything in life. Things change. Things are not going to be the same like back in the days. I mean, we hear our parents and our grandparents, oh, back in my day, back in my day. We all say it. Back in the day, back in the day. This is the new day. It's a new day. And we can either roll with the punches or not. But it's not going to change. It's still going to keep going.
Yeah, well, so we have the Jake Paul fight Saturday. We have the Schofield fight Saturday. This boxing is still going, so, you know, we're going to be going every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. sharp Eastern time, and I think Pacific. What you said it was 9 a.m. Pacific.
No, Pacific is like 8.
Oh, Central time.
Central is 9. Pacific might be no. Pacific is 7.
Something like that.
It's
3 hours behind Boxing Plug. You guys got any final words before we bounce?
I just want to say that I'm glad you got to go on vacation and spend time with your family. Now we're back on the grind.
Yep.
It's always a pleasure to be with my guys. Y'all are amazing. We always have a good time. And thank y'all.
We miss you. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
I know how that bronchitis can be.
Oh Lord, I finally am getting my singing voice back. I'll test it out next show.
Yeah, you still got out commands and be there with the team at the gym. How is my girl Chicken though? She good?
She's doing good. Somebody, Ramirez Boxing 24/7. Yes, he is eating. Norbs is eating Cheetos. Also, if you inbox me, I will tell you about Chicken's pop up to sell some of her merch. Anyone that wants merch, you can inbox me or inbox her. She's doing amazing. She's looking fabulous.
My girl, support.
Yes, please support her.
Shout out to our girl Chicken.
Doing great.
Well, guys, you guys could join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. live.
Yes.
And then after that, the episodes will be dropping around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, around that time. You know, stay tuned to all our social medias. Mine's at StreetStar NORBE. Jamel Herring is Jamel Herring everywhere. And I think Christine is in the ring with Christine, right?
Yes, sir.
All of them on social media.
And everybody's patiently waiting for you to drop that Jim Lampley shout out to Chicken. I'm just saying.
I got you. I got the list. I will be dropping that. I got you. There's a lot of stuff I've had to do.
I know it was coming.
We leaving the first week second week of July is coming up.
I'm gonna hold that for ransom.
Yeah, it's quick. It's about that time. Y'all coming down now. Y'all coming down and trying to get it's winding down now.
Yeah,
that's right.
July 12th, y'all. Make sure y'all please support. Please support.
I'll be tuned in. I was supposed to hold the spit bucket, but
July 12th.
Sugar Neeks actually reached out, said I could hold her spit bucket, so I might be on the other side.
I think you should.
You know what I mean? Because you know. chicken. You know, Christine is hating on this side, but I do want to hear you say
she got an investment in that particular fight. But how was she going to root? Or what? The best of luck to Sugar Meeks.
I didn't say best of luck to Sugar. I'm team I will be holding her spit bucket because I need the ticket, but I will have a chicken shirt on. I got you. I'm team chicken.
Yeah,
you're gonna have it under the corner jacket.
No, I'm gonna but there should be a lot of drama that night. Anyway, we're gonna have everybody in the building. You know, Puffy's home, right? Puffy's home. They released him this morning.
Lord God,
did they?
Yeah, apparently this morning. They dropped like 7 of the charges.
I know. Yeah, listen, they were dropping charges about it. Yeah.
Hey, he was about to release some names. You know what I'm saying? They're like, drop those charges because he's about to put my name out there.
Listen, we're gonna have Puffy in the building. Look how much. July 12th, we're gonna have Puff in the building. He's gonna make his return. Not white hair Puff, black hair Puff. He's gonna get the Beijing in. Right. We're gonna have Remy and Clarissa in the building. We know what that's gonna, and then we're gonna have Fat Joe in the building. It's gonna be a star-studded event. I can't wait. I want to be there. But you know,
You're a hot mess. You're a hot mess, bro.
I'm just saying what's going on. You know what I mean? I told you guys Puffy was going to beat it. Nobody wanted to listen, but
of course, because he has names of high-ranking officials in the government. Probably your president's name as well.
They do have a video of him in a pool party with Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford and Bo Mack. They're all in the building. Those were allegedly going to be released. He does not hang out with Canelo, just to let everybody know. But you know. We're gonna
Jamel, get your mans, bro. Get your mans.
Jamel's never been to a Diddy party. I hope not. Even though he's from Long Island, so
no matter. I wasn't invited to the white party. Never was invited.
No, he never invited me. I met him like twice, and he never invited me. So
he's like,
you felt some way about that too. Look, I tell you, he was bothered by that.
He got his feelings hurt. He was ready.
He was bothered by that. Yeah, you see his reaction, right? He was bothered by that.
I was, but once he would have bring out the baby oil and invited the Punisher, I would have been out of there. I'd have been gone.
You sure about that?
Maybe not with Cassie, but definitely with the other guy. I would have been out of there. But
hey,
on that note, Friday.
Other things.
Maybe that Cassie. He watching while Cassie in the room. What you mean?
Right.
No, he was in the other room. I could deal. If he was in the other room, I could deal with that. I'm not mad at that. Come on.
Okay.
But Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 a.m. 9 a.m. Central, and wherever Jamel is, because he goes from the West Coast to the East, Miami. This guy's everywhere right now. But we'll see you guys later. We're out of here.
Show do peace.
I'm gonna get you that thing today.